In this video, what is the SQL Create Table Clause Statement Language element? You will learn how to create a table in the database using the Create Table statement. As we mentioned previously, our sample database used in this video series is named RealPars Model. You can find the download links for our sample database and its diagram in the description. This database has several tables. With this Entity Relationship Diagram, or ERD, we can see how the tables are related to one another in the database. So far in our SQL lessons, we have been working with SQL Data Manipulation type statements. In order to continue to work with advanced SQL Data Manipulation type statements, we will need to understand about the data definition statements. At RealPars, we love helping you learn. So if you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed making it, click the like button. Subscribe and click the bell, and you'll receive notifications of new RealPars videos, so you'll never miss another one. Data definition statements allow for the creation of additional tables and columns. With these statements, we will create new tables and columns. New columns created will contain specific data types defining whether they are numeric, string, or date time, and the amount of space they will take up. As we use specific data types in sample statements, I will cover the data type in more detail. This Create Table statement will create a new table, called Lessons. Similar to PLC data types, MySQL uses the data types in queries. In this query, the column named Lesson ID utilizes integer data type, and the column named Status utilizes tiny integer data type. The column named Subject will utilize varchar data type, and the column named Description will utilize text data type or string type data. To create the Lessons table within the MySQL Workbench program, I started writing the SQL statement into the query window. I then pressed the Execute Query button to run the Create Table statement. I will refresh the Navigator panel by selecting the Refresh button. Because we created a table with a data definition statement and did not utilize a Select Data statement to be listed in the Output panel, no results will be displayed. Instead, we will be able to see listed in the Navigator panel a new table called Lessons, and the columns we added to the Lessons table. Now, let's review the join command. A relational database consists of multiple related tables linked together using common columns. These columns are known as foreign key columns. Because of this relational arrangement, data in each table is incomplete and does not provide all the data required from a user and business perspective. For example, in our sample database, the Orders and Order Details tables are linked using the order number column. To get complete orders data, we will need to query data from both Orders and Order Details tables, and this is where the join comes into play. Join is a method of linking data between one or more tables based on the values of a common column between tables. To join the tables, you can use the cross join, inner join, left join, or right join clause for the equivalent type of join. The join clause is used in the select statement that appeared after the from clause. To become familiar with the join command, let's create a few simple tables called T1 and T2 using the Create Table statements that I'm writing in the SQL Query tab. As is clear, both T1 and T2 tables have a common column called pattern. Now, I write the Insert Into statements into the SQL Query tab that will add data to the tables. Let's try this statement. I press the Execute SQL Query button to run the Create Table statements. I will refresh the Navigator panel by selecting the Refresh button. I then expand the T1 and T2 table items to see the columns I created for these tables. When the query is executed, the Create Table statements create two new tables with ID and pattern columns. Then, the Insert Into statements add data to each of the T1 and T2 tables. Okay, as we can see, the T1 and T2 tables have been added along with the new columns. I right-click over the T1 table item in the Navigator panel and choose Select Rows Limit 1000. By doing this, you can see the records of the T1 table. I do the same procedure as I did for the T1 table to see the records for the T2 table. To learn more about MySQL and additional SQL statements, we encourage you to visit the MySQL website. You can find the link to this website in the description below. This concludes the video, What is the SQL Create Table Clause Statement Language Element? Our subsequent video to follow will consist of the following lesson. Please be sure to watch for this video offering prerequisite learning for the beginner and then on to the more advanced statements of SQL learning. The next SQL video soon to be available is What are the SQL cross-join, inner join, and union clause statement language elements? If you would like to get additional training on a similar subject, please let us know in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button. Please check back with us soon for more automation control topics. Also, be sure to download the RealParse app. When you download the app, you'll be able to watch an entire free course on PLC hardware. Just like this video, the lessons are all high quality and also very easy to follow. By downloading the RealParse app, you have access to a wealth of practical knowledge as an automation engineer right in your pocket, and you'll also receive new fresh out of the oven videos each and every week.